There's a lot of talks about mental health being the next pandemic. And it's
Yes.
sad because COVID isn't over yet, and yet there's a looming pandemic already. So, how do we encourage those who are anxious, those who are depressed, those who have suicidal thoughts? How do we point them to Elroy, the God who sees?
That's a great question. And it's interesting that even Abraham and Sarah, right, even though they had an encounter with God, they also still struggled with their own, I guess, doubts and lack of faith. And I think as Christians, we have to remind ourselves that we aren't exempted from the attacks of Satan,
Right.
right? And Satan, he really goes after our mind. So for Christians who are wrestling with those thoughts of hopelessness and depression, God's word is the way to combat the lies of Satan, right? Thy word have I hid in my heart that I may not sin against thee. And Corinthians talks about we are destroying fortresses, right? Lies of Satan. And how do you know the truth? John 8 says, you will know the truth. And that truth will set you free. And that truth is to obey God, and that's anchored in his word. So I would say for believers, we need to make sure that we are consistently, regularly in God's word, allowing him to conform our mind, because our mind can easily go down that path. Now for people who don't have Christ in their life, I think that's where you and I, as children of God, as men and women that have a relationship with Christ, we need to play a very active role in reaching out to our friends. And I want you to think about also not just your friends, but even the children of your friends, because it's the young people that are being attacked also in this area. And you may not know it, but maybe it's your nephew or your niece, and they're struggling with this, and you don't even know it. So take the time to stop and talk to the young through social media or through Zoom or whatever way you can, to just check on how they're doing also. And I think if we can do our part in helping people to connect with Christ, then they are in a much better and stronger fight against this battle of depression, because it's real.
Yeah. I like how you emphasize that we need to be in God's word, but also we need timely words from people around us.
Oh,
our
yes,
loved ones,
yes.
accountability, small group, to really check in on each other, to make sure that we're carrying on, we're struggling, but
Right.
we're there.
And I think to your point too, like if you find yourself isolating, like starting to withdraw, that's already a signal of, okay, something's going on. You may not even know what's going on, but why are you withdrawing? Or you notice a friend of yours or a sibling or a parent or even a brother that's withdrawing. You should go after that person and just check on them, because you never know what they're wrestling with.
Yeah. Thanks, Brother Paul, for those amazing, wonderful insights. And I'm sure all of our audience here today are also likewise blessed.
Yes, and to those who are watching us right now, we are glad to tell you that this message and our services regarding this matter are available every hour throughout the week.
You can catch this message and more on our CCF website, on our CCF mobile app, as well as on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel.
So why don't you share this message to your family and friends worldwide? Goodbye!
And God bless.
For more videos and resources, visit the CCF Main YouTube channel.